Hi, I'm Dan Keller, Senior Solutions Consultant with Lucas Systems. I've been with Lucas for 22 years, and I've been involved in the warehouse business for almost 40 years. Today, we're going to talk about opportunities to reduce travel time in food service selection. A little bit about Lucas. We've been doing this for 24 years. Our focus is on warehouse execution on the warehouse floor, and we're going to learn a little bit today about optimization. So here's a quick video to give you a little background.
In business, success is about optimizing every part of your operations, and the distribution center is now the competitive battleground for many companies, effectively fulfilling on escalating customer demands. Selection, speed, and accuracy are no longer options. They are the foundations of the new customer loyalty. Managing complex warehouse operations for maximum efficiency, allocating tasks to associates, orchestrating automated machinery such as conveyors and sortation, synchronizing robots and people. These all require more sophistication than in the past. The Lucas Warehouse Optimization Suite was designed to solve exactly that, orchestrating and optimizing the complexities of warehouse work execution. Jennifer is the intelligence and the voice of the Lucas Warehouse Optimization Suite, incorporating a variety of AI, machine learning, voice, and other technologies that are used to optimize and orchestrate warehouse operations. Jennifer converses with warehouse associates to perform tasks such as picking, replenishment, and loading, helping them work smarter and more safely with hands-free operation.
172.
Scan item barcode.
Jennifer, what is item?
11475. Scan item barcode.
475.
Pick 2.
Grab 2.
Jennifer's AI and machine learning smarts minimizes travel, greatly improving productivity and worker satisfaction, orchestrating work between associates and robots for maximum efficiency. Lucas optimization modules are configured to accommodate each DC's unique operating environment, including business rules, workflows, machinery, and customer requirements. Optimization modules include picking, receiving, put away, replenishment, returns, sortation, loading, audit, cycle count, and slotting. And the Lucas Management Console gives managers real-time visibility and the control they need to run the operations with precision, monitoring operations and productivity, allowing supervisors to make informed decisions, reassigning work and reallocating associates for optimum performance. The Lucas software can run on premises or in the cloud, providing flexibility to meet your operations and IT requirements. Operating on a variety of mobile devices including tablets, vehicle-mounted terminals, smartphones, and Zebra devices. Want to know more? Contact Lucas Systems to find out how we can partner with you to win the competitive battle for distribution center excellence.
We're going to learn a little bit today about how you can take the Lucas Optimization Suite and apply that to your distribution center with minimal change to your current process and yield amazing results. So the problems are getting bigger. You know this. Keeping good people, impossible. Finding people, very difficult. The ways to solve these problems, aside from replacing people with machines, which is something that's happening in some places, is to maximize the productivity of the people that you have in your warehouse that you know are good people that you want to keep. You've already done things like applying scanning to your operation, using mobile devices, maybe using voice, maybe using scanning and wearable labels. So you've done everything you can in your warehouse to make it easy for people to do the selection process and to make sure that your accuracy is super high so your customers are getting exactly what they ordered when they ordered it. We know that that's a very important piece in the food service business because the cost of an error is very high. So you've done all of that. Now let's look at ideas on how can you then go the next step, reduce your worker travel, even further error reduction, and yield dramatic productivity gains. The Lucas Optimization Suite has the ability to do this by using intelligent pallet best matching, path optimization, and applying all of that with dynamically prioritizing all the work. We're going to give you a little video. I'm going to introduce Kyle. He's going to take you through the concept of using Lucas's dynamic work optimization. Kyle?
Consider the following warehouse map and visual pick list. The blue dots are individual picks for a single order, all of which need to be picked by our RF user there next to the start. Now we see their pick path as dictated by a WMS-driven pick sequence, in this instance, Serpentine. The user will traverse each aisle that has picks in it, and in most cases, traveling the entire length of the aisle. In this example, they would have traveled about 934 feet. Let's look at the path that is generated using our pick path optimization engine. It uses a number of traveling salesman mathematical algorithms, crunching travel costs across a digital map of the warehouse. Now we see that we have significantly reduced travel time for our user. Instead of picking those picks at the bottom of our map in aisle sequence, we save a ton of walking by grabbing those at the very end. This results in an estimated savings of 18% for this order. All of this extra travel is eliminated. Now many of us have seen really sharp pickers in action, ones that can find workarounds or shortcuts that shorten this distance. But what about your newer pickers or your temporary force that you just brought in? Our engine helps to democratize these shortcuts, in addition to making our fastest pickers even better. Now that we can use math to help us build efficient routes, and now that we know which orders can be picked based on priority, let's look at the third component, intelligent batching. One of the key ways that warehouses can save on travel time is by batching orders. We now see a group of the next available orders in the system overlaid on our map. So we first see the pick path generated by our engine to pick order number 1, the highest priority in the system, traveling a distance of 432 feet. Most warehouses batch in a first in, first out manner. So the user will be assigned order number 2 to pick with order number 1 in their batch. Picking both together results in a total travel of 704 feet, much shorter than if they had picked them separately. However, there is a better way. Lucas's AI-based tools look at the pick path of all available orders in the system to help determine what an optimal batch is. Looking at the map, which order matches really well with our current pick path? If you noticed, order 6 in green almost matches our pick path perfectly and will make a great addition to our batch. We see only a small amount of additional travel is needed to complete both orders, resulting in 456 feet of travel to pick both orders. Consider how much greater the benefits could be once we pick batches of 4, 8, or even 20 orders.
Okay, so now you heard Kyle describe how our optimization engine looks at all the pallets that are waiting in the queue and dynamically matches the best ones so that you have the highest amount of pick density, which yields much higher productivity. Let's take you through a couple of quick examples of how this can be applied. And we've looked at several very large operations in food service, and here's the results that we've seen. So in the first example, applying dynamic work optimization took this customer from an average of 109 pick lines across 11.9 aisles to 110 pick lines across 8.76 aisles, yielding an assignment savings of 21% and a pick path savings of 8.4%. Right? These numbers can, are dramatic because, after all, we've all done everything we can to try to reduce the amount of time it takes to do these things. So here's something that can give you double-digit benefits. In the second example, this particular one had triple pallet jacks. So by matching up the best 3 pallets for each of the assignments, we yielded a reduction of travel of 21.1%. Now, for those of you in food service, most of you are in the 40% roughly. That 40% of your time spent selecting is traveling. So when you take 21% and multiply it by 40%, you're getting an 8% productivity savings. And at the cost of your selection labor, that's really significant. In this third example, again, we applied it to both double and triple jack matching, and in this case we also allowed the assignments to span multiple routes, and this also yielded, in this case, an 18% reduction of travel. So these savings can be implemented without changing your current process. You don't have to change if you're already using voice. You don't have to change if you're already using scanning. The Lucas optimization engine can be applied between your WMS and your selections systems, and just it's smart enough to do what it needs to do without changing process, without having to retrain your people. It makes it really simple to do, and it can be a game changer for you. So happy to answer any questions that you might have. We'd be happy also to apply this to your operation and see what kind of results we can get. Thanks a lot. Want to learn more about how Lucas can help you transform your food service operation? Schedule a 15-minute call with me today at the link below.